give everyone a few minutes to come on. And we're going to get started. (11:11). So I'm gonna give a hey. Okay, so we'll get started, and whoever wants to write 11:11:11. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get started. We're also picking a winner today at the end of the live who gets a 40-minute session with me. So we're going to start off with our deep breaths because our breath is a form of self-love, and it is honoring and gratitude towards the fact that we can still breathe, right? So when I release my hand, that's when you breathe out. So we're going to do it 3 times. Breathe in. One more time. I can't tell you how much I love my breath, the fact that I am blessed enough to breathe, and how it centers me. Your breath centers you and gives you that oneness, and it helps create mindfulness. Those are little steps you can take every day. Remind yourself, or when you're feeling tense or confused, to just breathe. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about the blessing of rejection. And we are programmed to believe that rejection is like a failure. And I know for me, and I'm sure for you guys, like when you're rejected, or when you're in a relationship and rejected, or from business, or you're just trying to talk to someone and you feel that rejection, it brings like a very heavy, empty feeling. Like some of the feelings are you're not good enough, or what's wrong with me, so on and so forth. I feel like we've all experienced those things, right? That's also where and why self-love is so important. Because if you love yourself, it doesn't mean you won't hurt. It doesn't mean you won't question things. Doesn't mean you won't be sad. But if you're able to, look at things as a blessing and know who you are, so that you can allow yourself to feel and bring it back to you, and know that certain things have nothing to do with you, then something amazing really happens. So, I can tell you what you gain from rejection. First of all, yeah, of course, it makes you feel like you weren't supposed to be with that person, or you just feel separated, or you feel like you're not good enough. I know many times I was rejected, business-wise and relationship-wise. And plenty of times I put myself out there. But what I gained from the rejection was self-love, self-respect, self-dignity. And rejection is a blessing, because that person is letting you know that you no longer, or they no longer serve a purpose in your life, right? They no longer serve a purpose in your life, or whatever you had, or whatever you're bringing is not for them. That means that God is aligning something much better for you. So if we had the mindset and said, yeah, okay, of course, allow yourself to feel, right? Allow yourself to go through the different things that you need to go through from that feeling. But there's so many times that we need to really just bring it back to ourselves, right? We have to just bring it back to ourselves. So, all right, I'm going to talk about one of my biggest rejections. I would definitely say my marriage was a huge rejection, I guess. Going out and feeling like someone that you took vows with that doesn't want to be with you any longer. That's a heavy rejection. And I would say honestly, it took me like 2 to 3 years after it to finally start realizing, like, I would say 2 years really, what a blessing it really was. But I was so focused on the pain and the fact that of the illusion of, oh no, this is what it's supposed to be, and this is how I planned it to be, and this is what I wanted. And I wasn't looking at it, the fact that God was bringing in a different lane for me. God was allowing me to have space to be able to say, okay, I'm going to bring it back to Cynthia. I'm going to love Cynthia, like constant solitude. So that was one of my biggest blessings. And if we hold on to ourselves and if we love ourselves and we realize, instead of saying, why is this happening to me? What is this trying to teach me? That was my major turn, right? So I've said this several times. I was really sick, always going to the doctor, on 13 medications, 2 kids, a bunch of people in my family passed, and I'm like, why is this happening? But I wasn't really like focusing on the fact that, what can I learn from this and what am I supposed to gain from it? And through that rejection, through the betrayal, I found Cynthia. Yeah. Looking for the lesson and the blessing, exactly. You find you, right? And you won't always see the lesson right away. And I feel like you have to understand that it's not always about getting it right away, because you have to get through that pain. And really at this point where I am, and I remember talking about it at some point, and I used to cry all the time. And now I'm at a point where I know, yeah, like, this is what it is, and this is where I'm at with it, so on and so forth. So I look at it completely different. Can you get that away from her? I'm so sorry. Close my bedroom door. Your head? Okay, I'm coming. Sorry, my little one. Yeah, there's steps to take towards it. Steps saying, okay, what do I have to do now? Anytime something ends, it's because God is bringing something better in your life. And you have to take that time to heal and align with yourself so that you can align with that career or that person that you're trying to. I mean, how many times have we been in situations also where you're talking to someone and they end up choosing someone else over you, or they end up building something with someone else over you, and it's right in front of your face? That hurts deep. That hurts really deep. But if you align with you and you start to really honor what's going on with you, then the blessing really comes from it. So I wanted to pull some cards today for you guys, for all of us, for 11/11, on what we should be looking forward to and what our blessings are coming for us from our rejections, right? So I prayed over the cards before we started, and I asked Spirit and our ancestors and our guides, what with this magical day, 11/11, what should we be expecting to be brought into our lives from the rejections, from the betrayals that we've received? Because it's nothing but magic now. We've been doing the healing, you've been honoring yourself, so it's nothing but magic at this point. Oh, so, wow. So, the first card we got is problem solving, resolutions. So now we are coming into a phase in our life that whatever was a problem, if it was money, if it was relationships, if it was endings, you're coming into resolutions. So your guides, your angels want us to know that the problems are already being solved. There's so much work being done behind the scenes for us, right? From the rejections that God is turning into our blessings, we're stepping into resolutions. If you had money issues, you're starting new career paths, or you're starting a new business. Problem solving, resolutions, a resolution to all of our issues. The next card is reaching for your dreams. Go for it. Guys, with all these shifts, right, and all the painful months, and feeling helpless, and feeling worthless, and feeling like you don't know if you could keep going, and the crying, and not feeling good enough, it's time to go for it. Because nothing is holding you back at this point but you. There is full-blown magic in the air, and if you really speak, exactly, the cards are straight for today. If you really speak it into existence and put in the work, it's time. The next card we got is school lessons. So we had to go through what we had to go through. The people that rejected you, that made you feel less than, had to reject you so that you could step into a higher knowing, a higher learning. And you had to go through those lessons to be able to reach for your dreams. So so a lot of people that we have conflict with, or we are rejected from, are our biggest teachers. And this earth that we live on is a huge school. So it's time to take the lessons you've learned and know that you know the red flags, you know the situations that are going on and that you've been in before. You won't be in those situations again, right? Wow, look at this. High Council. Evolution, information, potential. I mean, evolution, information, potential. Major downloads today. Major downloads. I mean, it's almost like, I feel like for some of us, we feel like we want to create the life of our dreams, and you actually can, right? You actually can. There's no more caterpillar. It's just a matter of now, like, stepping into your wings and finally flying. You have all the potential, all the information. Now is the time to meditate. Whatever issues we were going through, problem solving, the resolutions are here. Everything is present. We have everything we need. Reaching for your dreams, go for it. It's time to stop being stagnant. It's time to stop watching everybody else uplift themselves. Also, I feel like somebody needs to hear this. And I know I needed to hear this at some point. Guys, if you feel like, right, there was a job or there's a position or there's a type of work you're trying to get into, and it's like, oh God, well, so many people do this type of work, so many people do that. Yeah, okay. And you know how there's like 15 barber shops on one street, or there's a million beauty salons or pizza restaurants or Chinese restaurants? Not one person says, "Oh, I'm not opening my beauty salon because there's one, two shops down." No, because they are aware that there is room for everyone and that you individually have everything you need inside of you. All you have to do is reach, and it's already there, and have the faith to make something big out of your life. So don't look around you and pay attention to what everyone else is doing. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane and make sure you know that you have everything you need. I mean, these are some amazing cards. I'm going to pull one more card. I'm going to pull two more cards. Wow. Look at that. Past life, gifts and review. I also feel like so many people are finally realizing how special their soul is and how connected they are to the divine. A lot of things are going to start making sense for us, guys. And everything that rejection that we had to go through, it had to happen to bring us to where we are now, to where we are stepping into now, to the high council, to our evolution, to our potential. So we chose this life, and we have everything we need to conquer this life. And anything troublesome you've been going through, you're coming out of because it's resolved. And even if you don't see the resolution yet, it's resolved. And we had to go through everything, and we had to be taught. We had to be taught, and we had to go through those lessons. And so if you chose this life, and the angels and God and everyone's reviewing what you've done, and now it's your time. And now it's our time to reach for our dreams. To go forward, to move forward, and to step into your divinity and keep going. So with 1111 here, I wanted to do something, like I said, a little different. And show you guys now, because I know so many of you have been doing the work, and we've all been kind of putting in the work and honoring ourselves and allowing the different feelings to come up and going through all these retrogrades, and we're finally stepping into a whole new world. Like, this is different. This is completely different. Everything is coming together. I'm going to pull a healing card, and then I'm going to pick a winner. Oh, yeah, I mean, third eye chakra. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all forms, in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. You are magic. We are magic. We are conditioned to believe that we are limited. If you were made in God's image, right? If God made you in his image, you honor God a different way by honoring yourself, and you are connected to the divine. Everything you need is within you and around you. You just have to speak it into existence, guys. This is so exciting. This is magic. We had to go through the rejection. We had to go through all of the pain so that we could connect to ourselves and align with ourselves, and finally realize the blessing in the rejection. So now what we're stepping into, guys, is we're stepping into a time where our gifts and rewards are coming because you didn't buckle under pressure, because you didn't turn into these other people, because you kept going, because you kept fighting. Even when you didn't see a way, you kept going. So now we are being poured back into. You are being poured back into and uplifted to get to the next phase of life. So that's where we're at. We are stepping into the blessings from the rejections. This is so exciting. I feel so good about this. Everyone watching, like, I know you see the magic around you. I know you see things turning around. Pay attention. It's here. We're here. And you made it. Congratulations. You made it. You didn't give up. You didn't take your own life. You didn't. If you're listening to this, you made it. You survived your worst days and you are stepping into your best now. Finally. And I'm telling you, within this month to the first week of December, you guys are going to start seeing miracles, shifts, major shifts. And message me and share it with me, please. Like, I can't wait to see and hear about the great things coming for everyone. So I'm going to pick a winner from the people who entered into the giveaway. 40-minute reading with me, healing session. And I'll be doing another one in December, and I'll give out all the details. So, okay. Okay, I picked a winner. And the winner is Natalie Newman. You are the winner. If you are not on here, I will message you on Instagram. Natalie Newman won. Guys, I'm so excited about our 11/11. Does anyone have any questions? No? Okay, well, thank you for tuning in. This is epic stuff. And if you really want to keep things in alignment and you really want to be clear so that the universe knows exactly what you want as well as what you need, I'm glowing. Thank you. It's 11/11. That's why I'm glowing. Yeah, guys, so write down what you want. Write down if it's about a relationship or your business. Write it down and write down and be clear about every single detail. And then burn it and give it to the universe. I am glowing because I'm aligned with my highest good, and it's 11/11. Okay? Toodaloo, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Natalie. And I'll see you guys next week. And I love you all so much. You sure no one has any questions, right? All right. Bye. Happy 11/11.